Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, in this one we were talking about the question answers from the that can be asked from that of the term 1, and let us start with the question answer, students. So till now we have seen up to the first case through which the questions can be asked. Now we will see the second case here. And what is the case here? Case is Sharman and Shikha went to Mathura through Yamuna Expressway. Sharman started a car and accelerated so highly that the car was running at 108 km per hour within 8 seconds. So Sharman and Shikha, they were going to Mathura through Yamuna Expressway, and she started a car, accelerated so highly that the car was running at 108 km per hour within 8 seconds. Shikha kept a track on speedometer and stopped him from doing so, and told him that overspeeding on road would be a straight invitation to life staking situation. Though Sherman wanted an adventure of speeding, but he was convinced by Shikha. Okay, so Sherman, he started a car and accelerated so highly that the car was running at 108 km per hour within 8 seconds. Okay, and he keep on the track on speedometer and stopped him from doing so, and told him that overspeeding on road would be a straight invitation to life taking situation. Now let us see what are the different questions that can be asked from here. So question is, the measuring device used by Shikha for tracking the speed of the car was. So that measuring device which was used by Shikha for tracking the speed of the car, it was actually the speedometer. You know that the speedometer is actually there to track the speed of the car. So that is called as the speedometer. Correct option will be the speedometer. Now the acceleration of the car will be. Now see here, if you see the question is that he started a car and accelerated so highly that the car was running at 108 km per hour within 8 seconds. So when we convert the 108 kilometer in second, we get it 108 kilometer into 5 by 18. Okay, so this will be equals to when we will divide it, it will be 54, and this will be 9, and again this will be equals to. So here in this case, students, you will find that the question is that acceleration of the car is. So the acceleration of the car is, here it is given 108 kilometer per hour. So when we convert the 108 kilometer per hour into meters per second, so this will be equals to 108 into 5 by 18. Now when we will divide it, it will gives the value that is 6. Okay, and 5 into 6, that is equals to 30. Okay, so the correct is the 30 here. Now but here the question is asked that what will be the 30 is the what meter per second. Now 30 divide minus 0 upon 8 second is there, student. Okay, so this will be equals to uh, so here the acceleration that we will found of that of the car, it will be almost equals to that of the 3 centimeter, students. Okay, now the next one is, that is, now see here, there are some of the graphs are given here, and in this graph, this is what, this is the velocity time graph which represent the uniform retardation. Okay, so 4 graphs are given here. Out of the 4 graphs, Now here four graphs are given here, and out of the given four graph, that is of a velocity time graph, which one will represent the uniform retardation? As you can see here, the first one is what, which is constant to that of the time axis, that is why it is parallel to that of the time axis, student. Second one, here the velocity with the respect to the time, it keeps on increasing, and due to which this is an example of a uniform acceleration. Then the next one is that is retardation, in which the graph is what, it keeps on decreasing. So uniform retardation can be seen easily. And in the third one, nothing is happening there, students. So out of the given here, the C will be the correct option, where the sorry, it is the A, in which only third is what representing the uniform retardation. Okay, so that is the third one. Now the given velocity time graph for a moving object represent. So object has uniformly accelerated velocity. The object has non-uniformly accelerated velocity. Object has uniformly retarded velocity. The object has a non-uniformly retarded velocity. So uniform, now you see here by this that the object has what, that is uniformly retarded velocity. Okay, because it keeps on decreasing at a uniform rate. Okay, so out of the four, the correct option will be the third one, that it is what, it is having a uniformly retarded velocity. C will be the correct option. Okay, it is having the uniformly retarded velocity. Now the next one, what is the formula of calculating acceleration? So out of the given four, which is the formula of the acceleration? Now you know that in order to find the acceleration, the first equation of motion is v is equals to u plus at. When we rearrange it in order to find the acceleration, u will comes to the other side and it will become v minus u is equals to at. Or we can say here v minus u upon t is equals to acceleration. And according to that, out of the four, the first one is supposed to be the correct one, in which v minus u upon t is the correct option here. Okay, so in question number 59, option A is the correct one. Now here see, vector is what, it is a scalar quantity. Velocity is what, it is a scalar quantity. Vector quantity, both scalar and vector quantity, and neither of them. So velocity is what, basically it is a vector quantity which depends on both a scalar as well as which depends on both magnitude as well as direction also. Okay, so velocity is what, it is a vector quantity. Okay, this is a vector quantity. now the next question is that X is a continuous membrane bound organelle that responsible for the metabolism of carbohydrate. So X is what, it is a continuous membrane bound organelle which is basically responsible for the metabolism of the carbohydrate. So X is what, so continued membrane bound organelle is what, that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so the correct option will be endoplasmic reticulum. Now see here in the question number 21, student, question number 24 is what, that is a particle is moving in a circular path of radius r. So a particle is moving with the circular path, and that is of a radius r here. Now the displacement after half of the circle would be, so for that half of the circle, you know that in order to find the displacement, that is equals to 2 pi r. So what will be the half circle? It will be equals to pi r, because pi r both of them will gives the 2 pi r. So the correct option, it will be pi r. So displacement will be pi r here. Now let us see the next question. Next question is, given below, the diagram is showing the structure of the neuron tissue. Choose the correct labeling for the part A, B, C, D and E here. Now what is the A here? A is actually the nucleus which is basically present in the cell body. What is the B here, student? B is actually the dendrites, which is coming from that of which is covered with that of the cell body here. Then C is there. C is what? That is axon. Okay, it is an axon, or we can say actually it is a cell body. Okay, then D is there, which is what we can say here actually it is covered with the myelin sheath, so this we called as an axon only. And E is what? E is the nerve ending. So out of this you will see that which one is the correct one. A is nucleus, so A is nucleus for all. Then B is a cell body or a dendrite, so B is actually the cell body here. Okay, so cell body is the B. Then C is what? C is actually the okay, sorry, B is what? B is a dendrite, student. So now B and D is the correct option for that. B is dendrite in both of the cases. Then C is what? Cell body. In both of the cases you will find it is cell body only. In D is what? That is nerve ending, and D here it is axon. So the correct option will be the nerve ending only. And E is what? E is D is what? That is the it is the axon only. And while E is what? That is the nerve ending. So out of the given, the fourth one is what? That is the correct option. Now let us move on and see the another question. Question here, it is in the form of a graph. Question is velocity versus time graph of a ball of mass 50 kg rolling on a concentrated acid as shown in the figure. What type of a fractional force of the floor on the ball here? So velocity time graph is there, and this velocity time graph is of a ball and whose mass is already given, that is 50 gram, and which is rolling on a cemented floor or a concrete floor in the figure as we can see here. So what will be the frictional force of the wall of the ball? So basically here the mass is given, student. Okay, and not only the mass but velocity is also given here. Okay, and we have to find the force here. So for that the formula is mass is given, and the mass is given. So how we could find that of the frictional force, students? So you can see here that the frictional force on the wall of the ball, it will be equals to, so what will be the frictional force of the floor on the ball, student? And it will be equals to what? It will be equals to 5 Newton. So the correct option will be what? That will be 5 Newton. Now mercury and bromine both are what? Liquid at room temperature, gaseous at room temperature, solid at room temperature, or both A and B. Actually the mercury and the bromine both are what? Both are liquid at the room temperature. Okay, so when we use that of the mercury and the bromine, it is in the liquid form, and it is what? It is the that are present at the room liquid at the room temperature. Now the next question is that is in desert plant, rate of a water loss get reduced due to the presence of. So rate of a water loss, it means the rate of photosynthesis, how it will get reduced here. So cuticles, stomata, lignin or suberin. So rate of a loss get reduced due to the presence of in desert plant. Basically it is because of the presence of the suberin. You know that suberin is what? It is the impervious to the gases as well as to that of the gases as well as to that of the water molecule to pass through it. So we can say that in desert plant the water loss occur less due to the presence of the suberin to it. Now which one of the following graph shows the object to be stationary? Actually in the first one you can see that the graph is moving upward direction, so that is not a stationary one. In the second one you will find that it is what? it is moving. The graph is between that of the position and time graph, and in the third one it is the velocity graph, velocity time graph. So in both of the cases, velocity time graph is there. So B is what? That is an incorrect one. While if we talk about the D, so there also you will find that there is no such graph in which this happens here. And then the third one is velocity and time. So yes, this is what? This is the correct answer. And about that of the thus we can prove that it is what? It is actually a stationary object. Now let us move on and see the another one, that is what is the use of the sedimentation tank in water purification system. What is the role of the sedimentation tank? So the role of the sedimentation tank is what? It used in helping in the settlement of the chalk or the dust material which already present in the water itself. Okay, so the sedimentation tank is there in order to settle down that of the water, so that it will be easy to purify the water. Now so what are the different options which is given here, students? So the option are, the first one is to separate out the insoluble substance from water. So as you can see here, what type of a sedimentation tank, how it will work. So it basically help in separating the insoluble substance. This is the correct one. Second one, it separate out the very suspended particle from the waters. Very suspended particle of the water is also a correct option. To kill the germs present in the water, you know that can also be cleaned with the help of a chlorine. Okay, and all of the above. So out of that we can say fourth or the four, that is all of these, all of them will have the same property in the water purification system. So answer will be what? That is all of the above. Now see here, question number 31 to 35. This is what? This is an assertion and reason is there. Here all the four different options are given here. That is assertion is true and reason, both are true, and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Second one also, that is what that is assertion and reason both are true, but reason is not a correct explanation. And third one, assertion is true but reason is false. Fourth one, assertion is false but reason is true here. Now let us move on. First question here. So question is, a rocket works on the principle of conservation of linear momentum. So we all know about it, that the rocket, it basically help in the movement of the rock, and how in movement of the rocket, and how with the help of the principle of law of conservation of energy. So the reason for this, for two body system, when there is a change in the momentum of one body, the same change occur in the momentum of the second body, but in opposite direction. So we can say here that this is what in which the reason and the that of the assertion both are true, but the reason is what? That is not the correct explanation. Okay, so this is about the first one, that is now see here. Next question is, a plant cell burst if placed in water. We know that the plant cell it is placed in the water. Now high turgid pressure causes bursting of plant cell. So high turgid pressure, this is also not this is what this will, yes, it will also cause the crushing of that of the bursting of that of the cell wall or plant cell. Next one is the high turgid pressure causes the bursting of a plant cell. So reason and assertion is correct, but reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Then the third one is vessel and serve serve tube, both are meant for transport process. Reason, vessels are lignified. So basically the vessels does not have a lot of lignin, but yes, we can say that it is what consisting of a lignin over it, and as well as the vessel is what it is not used for a longer period of a time. So vessels are lignified and serve the tube both, that is meant for this for the travel purpose. Now assertion is what? A mixture of a copper sulfate, chromium chloride. Now you see here that this is what it is, that in which uh, cannot be separated by the process of sublimation. Reason is what? On heating sublime, ammonium chloride does not. Actually, chlorine undergoes the process under. Uh, if we talk about the chloride here, so mixture of the ammonium chloride and camphor, they are not able to separate the sublimation. And the reason is what? Camphor on heating sublime, ammonium hydroxide does not exist. So the camphor, when it was in use, then he said that so according to that, the second option will be the correct option. Now let us move on and see the another question. Question is, here a figure is already given, and we have to find the velocity of the body. Okay. So what will be the answer? So as you can see here in the first one, that it first increases and then decreases. Second one is unity. So unity is also not a correct option. Then maximum, not the maximum, and then infinite is there. So the given figure, out of the given figure, the the one which is having the good figure of the velocity of the body, it is what? It is the 0 only. Okay. Now the Brownian movement in colloid is due to, basically it occurs due to the transfer of the charges, the non-settling, settling down, is does not occur with that of the ninth. So basically here the particles does not get settled down. So why the Brownian movement generally occur? The Brownian movement occur due to Tyndall effect? No. Charge on colloidal solution? No. Collision between the colloidal particle and the dispersion medium? Yes. This is what, student, this is the correct option, that they keeps on colliding, the colloidal particles, they keeps on colliding, and thus a dispersion medium is found there. Suppose a boy is enjoying a ride on a merry-go-round which is moving with the constant speed of a 10 meter per second. It implies is that the body is what? So the boy was enjoying a ride on a merry-go-round, and it is moving with the constant speed of a 10 meter per second. What does that mean? It means that there is a movement of the object, but with the uniform velocity. So moving with the uniform velocity will be the correct option here. Now the next question is that Rahul's mother was going to make pickle. Rahul's mother was going to make pickle. For this, she cut the vegetable into small pieces and put them in the sun for few hours. Now you see here that she made the pickle and she used to cut the pieces and put them in sun for few hours. Now Rahul was observing that all her activity very curiously, and asked his mother if why she had put the salted vegetable in the sun. Among the following, what might be the most appropriate answer for this question? So that the pickle may get extra flavor, so that the cut vegetable was absorb the vitamin D as nutrient from the sun ray, so that vegetable may lose all the water by diffusion and evaporation and becomes dry, so that the salt may get evenly and properly absorbed by the vehicle. So by all this, see, the pickle in order to provide the flavor is not the correct one. Second one, that it will help in giving the vitamin D. And third one, the water may lose water and diffuses by diffusion and evaporation. Salt may get evenly and properly absorbed by the vegetable. Okay, so we can say here that the most appropriate answer for this is what, that is the cut vegetable may absorb the vitamin D as a nutrient from the sun rays. Okay, this is what, this is the correct option.